All right, today's topic is about surface area. Now, surface area is, we're getting into 3D geometry, okay? And surface area is basically measuring the outside of a three-dimensional shape. So, for example, if we took this this box here, right? The surface area would be all the outside of it, okay? That's what we're measuring. We're measuring the outside of, how much is this, how much is this, how much is this. So basically you can think of surface area as all the areas, like when we find the area of something, remember we did that perimeter and area, when we find the area of a thing, but all the sides of it. So like the area of like this side, and then the area of this side, and then the area of this side, and so on and so forth, okay? But there are formulas to all these things, and we'll go over each shape, okay? So there's three shapes we're going to use the surface area, okay? There's a rectangular prism, a cylinder, and a sphere, or in other words, a box, a can, and a ball, okay? So let's start with the box, okay? So drawing, right? There's your surface area, or there's your box, right? Rectangular prism, okay? So if you want to label it, you can label it as width, length, and height, okay? And if that's how you want to do it. So the formula for surface area of a box is 2 width times length plus 2 width times height plus 2 length times height, okay? So basically that's your formula. Now you can use W and L, W and H. You can do that in any order as long as you're multiplying it by, these two, and these two in some order, okay? So really is you just plug in the numbers that they give you and you're solving, okay? Excuse me. So let's do an example. Let's say you're given in the box, okay? Okay, and let's say your height is 4. Let's say your width is 2, and let's say your length is 9. Okay, I know it doesn't look, very good, but you get the idea. So width, length, height, right? 2, 9, and 4. Okay, so really what we're doing is we're really just taking these numbers and plugging them in to the formula and to the letters we have here. Okay. So let me erase this and make some extra room here, okay? Well, I guess I don't have to. So okay, so let's plug it in the formula, right? So 2 times everything, right? So it's gonna be 2 and then W times L. So your width times your length. So 2 times 2 times 9. Okay, that's our first bit. So I just did 2 times width times length. Here's our width and length. Here's our width and length, all right? Plus 2 times the width, which we said again is 2, times the height, which is 4, plus 2 times length and height. So the length is 9, and the height is 4, okay? And now we're just multiplying. We're multiplying and we're adding. So multiply the three things first. Multiply these 3, then these 3, then these 3, then add them up, okay? So stick with the order of operations. Remember, multiplication before addition. So first one, right? We got 2 times 2 times 9. So 2 times 2 times 9 equals 36. So we got 36 plus 2 times 2 times 4. So 2 times 2 times 4, 16, plus last one, 2 times 9 times 4. 2 times 9 times 4, and that equals 72. Now our last step is to add all three. So 72 plus 16 plus 36 equals 124. And that's our final answer. Okay, so it really is just taking numbers, plugging them into the formula and just doing the math, doing the order of operations, just multiplying these things and adding the answers all up together. So really what you did, is you found the area of the front part, right? When we did, so look, width times length, right? Width times length. So this is basically the top part, okay? So you found the area of that, which is 2 times 9, right? So 2 this way, 9 that way. So you found the area of, basically, if you're looking at this eraser here, of the top part, right? If we're looking at it like this, you find the area of the top, 2 times 9. Then we did 2 times 4, which is the width and the height. So the width and the height, so like this part here, the front part here, and then the length and the height, which is the side. Okay, so you found the top, the front, and the side. And because there's 2 of each one, right? There's 2 sides here. There's a top and the bottom. There's a left and the right. Okay, so you found basically the areas of all those things and add them up together. That's what we did for the box. Okay, let's do one more example with the box, and then that'll be it for this video. Then we go to the next shape. Okay. You too, one day can draw boxes like me if you're cool enough. So let's say, let's look at that book example. Okay. Okay. So look at number 4 right here. Okay. It says you need to wrap a rectangular box with dimensions 2 feet by 3.5 feet by 4.2 feet. Okay. What is the least amount of wrapping paper you must buy in order to complete the job? So what it's asking you is you have a box, okay, and here's your dimensions, 2 by 3.5 by 4.2, okay? Now, as you see in the book here, someone already labeled this as width, height, and length, and that's fine, okay? When you're given 3 numbers, like 3 sides of the box, the width, length, and height, it doesn't matter which one's which, as long as you just know that they're each a thing, okay? You can label them whatever you want. This could be height, length, and width if you really want it to. It doesn't matter, because you're all going to multiply and add them up at the end anyway. So it really doesn't matter, okay? So let's just label it, what this person's in the book here, width, height, and length, okay? So if we did that, we got 2 feet is our width, 3.5 is our height, and 4.2 is our length, okay? And that's what we got, and that's what we got right here. 2, 3.5, and 4.2. Now we just plug in the formula and solve. So we plug this in our formula here, right? So we got 2, and then the width is 2, and the length is 4.2, so we're multiplying all those, plus 2 times the width again of 2, and the height of 3.5, plus 2 times the length of 4.2 times the height of 3.5. So like I said, it doesn't matter what order, like how you label it. You could put that there and that here, and it doesn't matter, okay? Because you're all multiplying, adding them up in the end anyway. So now let's do the math, all right? So first part, we got 2 times 2 times 4.2. So 2 times 2 times 4.2 equals 16.8 plus 2 times 2 times 3.5, and you got 14, plus 2 times 4.2 times 3.5, and we get 29.4. Now, add them all up, so 29.4 plus 14 plus 16.8, and all equals 60.2. Okay? And that's what it is, all right? So it's really just taking the numbers it gives you, all right, putting them in each form in the where it's supposed to go here, formula, multiplying the 3 numbers of each thing, and then adding those answers up together, okay? And that's it for a box.